Grade 10. Good morning. My name is Miss Arian Arvila Del Rey, your science student teacher for today. So, class, are you ready to learn something today? Okay. So, as you can see in your screen, we have air, helium, ozone, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. So, class, have you noticed the similarities between them? That's right. They are all substances in the form of gas. And that would be our topic for today, the properties of gases. So, class, did you know that gas have many properties such as mass, volume, and temperature? And we will tackle how these properties could be determined. First, mass. So, how can we say so? Shall we find out? So I have here a video presentation that will prove whether the gas have mass. So let's play.
Air is the most common gas of all. Blow into a balloon and it easily inflates. The question is, will a full balloon be heavier or lighter than an empty one?
This one is definitely the heaviest.
I think this is the heaviest one.
So grade 10. Before we continue the video presentation, which one do you think is heavier? The balloon has a gas on it or the balloon itself, which is empty? Let's find out. Show. Okay.
This deflated balloon has a mass of 2.1 grams. Inflate it, and how much do you think it'll weigh? It now has a mass of 2.6 grams. Each tiny air particle in the balloon has a mass. One particle on its own doesn't weigh very much, but a balloon contains many millions of them. So, a full balloon always has more mass than an empty one.
So class, based on the video, the mass of the gas is negligible. So when we say negligible, it is something minor or unnoticeable or insignificant because of its small portion or uh, quantity, just like gas. So, but then again, as you can see on the video, yes, it was proven that gas have mass. How? First, they weigh the balloon that is empty, which has 2.1 grams, right? Then, they put air on it and weigh it again. As you have noticed, the weight of the balloon that is inflated is kind of different from the empty one. From 2.1 grams, it became 2.6 grams. So there is zero point 0.5 discrepancy in their weight, and that is the mass of the gas. So we can say that air or gas have mass. Did you get it? Okay, then let's move on to other property of gas, which is the pressure. So gas have pressure. So I also have here a video presentation that will prove whether the gas have pressure. So let's play. So class, as we can see, there's a glass of water and it has water in it. And also we have a photo card. Oh, are you familiar with photo card? It is like photo paper that is hard, something like that. Um, As, do you think if we put the picture or the photocard or the postcard on the top of the glass of water and we set it up upside down, just like this, what do you think will happen? Do you think the water will spill? Yes or no? So let's find out what will happen to the water if we flip the glass of water with picture or postcard in it. And as you can see, the water didn't spill because of what? Because of the pressure. The force of the water pushing down is lower than the force of atmospheric pressure pushing up, which is uh, the force of atmospheric pressure, which is uh, pushing the photocard upward. That's why the water stays in the glass. Is that clear? Okay, then let's move on to another properties of gas, which are the volume and temperature. So gas have volume and temperature. Let's find out on another video if gas have temperature and volume. So grade 10. We have here hot water, a boiling water to be precise, and a balloon filled of water or gas. I mean air or gas. So class, what do you think will happen if we put the balloon into boiling water? An idea? Okay, so let's find out if your hypotheses are correct. As you can see, the moment that the balloon have direct contact with the boiling water, what happened? That's right. The balloon inflates, right? So it explains that the gas have temperature and that certain temperature can affect the volume of the container on the gas or the container of the gas. You know what I mean? So to be put it on a simple uh, explanation, the balloon here serves as the container of the gas, right? And when the gas inside the balloon become hot, the container expands. So are the volume. Why? Because the volume is the space occupied by the gas, which is the balloon. So the moment it inflates, the volume, rather, the volume also expands. Get it? Okay. Then I have here a question based on the video presentation that we tackled earlier. So, if you were to inflate a balloon, which properties of matter would change? So, mass, of course, because even if the mass of a gas is negligible, still, if you put those gas in a containers such as balloon, the balloon will inflate and eventually give a specific mass, just like in the video earlier. Another, volume. Why? So if you remember, volume is the space occupied by the gas, right? Then, the moment you inflate the balloon itself expands. So are the volume. Why? So, because the bigger the balloon, the more gas can occupy the balloon. So, the volume would change also. Did you get it? Okay, next one. The pressure. So, the pressure also change because the more air or gas you put on the balloon, the more pressure you need because the pressure itself is the one who pushes the wall of the balloon, which is rubber, right? The wall of the balloon itself is rubber. That's why it inflates. Uh, because if you add pressure in it, the balloon itself pushes, the gas pushes the rubber and it expands. What the temperature? Is the temperature change if it enters the balloon? Yes or no? No. So in this case, the temperature, if you add uh, air or gas on a balloon, the temperature to that is constant. Unlike in the video presentation that we have the boiling water. So it's different scenario. If you add gas on a balloon, the temperature you add from it is constant. So there's no changes in temperature at all. So if you were to answer this question, uh, if you were to inflate a balloon, which properties of matter would change? The answer are mass, pressure, and volume. So is that clear? So next one, activity, analyze the given picture below. So are you familiar with this? So what is this? Is a pressure cooker, right? Okay. Normally, if we use pressure cooker, the food cooks quickly, and as we can observe, the food itself is more soft and cooked than in normal casserole. That's why most of us or most of the people use pressure cooker if we were cooking cow meat or beef because the meat takes time to be cooked, right? And if we use a pressure cooker, the higher the temperature we put in it, the more pressure it will contain to the point that it cooks meat quickly. Did you get it? So, do you think the temperature affects the volume of the gas inside the pressure cooker? So, in this case, the temperature doesn't affect the volume of the gas that much. Why? So, as you can recall, the volume is the amount of space that the substance or object occupies, right? And as far as I know, the pressure cooker remains its size even if the gas inside of it has high temperature, unlike the balloon which has rubber as container. The balloon inflates and expands. That's why the volume of the gas change. But then again, in pressure cooker, there's no change in its size as well as the volume of gas on it. Is that clear? Did you get it? Okay. So, does the mass of gas or does the mass of gas in pressure cooker change? So, the mass of the gas inside the pressure cooker does not change significantly. Why? The mass of the gas inside a pressure cooker remains relatively constant because gases are typically sealed within the container. So, Imagine that the pressure cooker is a closed system. So the mass of gas is essentially fixed unless gas is added or removed from the system. So based on our activity and also discussion in the video presentation, we have here your learning task, so directions. Create situational ideas on how properties of gas affects our lives. So it is based on our discussion earlier. Then please answer this on a 1/4 sheet of paper and you will pass it on Wednesday. Is that clear? So you have here learning task number 1. So my chosen word is blank. I know gas has blank. First, I can describe blank. In addition, I learned that blank. And finally, I can say blank. So it will be passed on Wednesday. Then after that, you have your quiz for this topic. So multiple choice quiz, directions, read the questions carefully and write the letter of your choice in a 1/4 sheet of paper. So again, this quiz, you will write your answer in a 1/4 sheet of paper and it will be passed on uh, Wednesday also. First question. Second one. By the way, the letter D, the choice of letter D here, or letter D choice, is pressure remains constant. If you can't see it properly, then number 3, last but not the least, number 5. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and once again, grade 10, good day everyone.